Am I correct? First of all, I think we've needed this. This is a huge step forward to simplify what we're all kind of talking about that we want to try to do as an organization, and it's put in a form that's easy to understand. Obviously, people want to understand the detail, but at least it gives a simple summary of what we're working on. Will you just, let me say it this way, am I correct in saying that, I guess, as if I look at this and sort of as time progresses, we'll be moving left to right. So at the moment, are we somewhere sort of on that far left green box? Is that we're in there or just to the left of it? Is that where we are in the sort of flow of this whole document?
We did a request for qualifications for a facilitator to help us with the community dialogue process, because until tonight, you all hadn't appropriated any money for that. And so we have some consultants that we're looking at going forward with. From tonight, we're going to be selecting those consultants to help us with this broader community dialogue to help the community define what's important to us. We have not begun the public scoping process for the EIR. We are currently out selecting consultants for that. So I see that probably happening, in the May, June range, probably after a broader dialogue about what's important to Hermosa. So all these things will be interrelated. But and then the assessment of economic effects, we're going to be going out and selecting a consultant in the next several months. So it's a long way of saying, yeah, we're on the left-hand side and getting started, but it's all going to happen simultaneously with some check-ins in the middle. I think that's where that middle box is as we get into the process, we're going to check back in and see, okay, how does this all match back to what we're hearing is important to the community?
Right. One last comment. That's what I like about this report is it's a simple view of what's to come. What I actually like about what it means is that for those who aren't familiar with the EIR process, it's very confusing, and it's what we can do as an organization is very precise and limited from a sort of engaged resident perspective. And I think that your team is putting together a plan to open that up for more discussion and more valuable discussion, and maybe more things that we can act on or respond to. I think would be very valuable and will help take the pressure off or frustration out of what will no doubt come in the EIR process. And so for me, thinking about what this will look like at the end of this chart, I think that's the most exciting thing that you're sharing with me here, is that people will have comments that they'll expect us to deal with in the EIR that we won't be able to deal with in the EIR, and I appreciate that you're creating a forum for us to deal with those comments, because I think that's more sensitive to what the community rightly want from us. So.
Right. And for the community to deal with those as well.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Okay.
Can I make one comment to the mayor? Due to the importance of this, this whole oil thing.
What did you think we should have moved, Howard, is my question to you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, maybe something between the public hearing and the municipal matter. I'm just thinking, we had a lot of people here maybe earlier that they waited around now at this hour, and if it might have been more helpful for them if we move this up earlier in the meeting so they don't have to wait for
I also try to get the meetings done quickly, and many times we get
just a suggestion to the mayor.
We get caught up in a number of things that might be dealt with more efficiently elsewhere. Okay. Thank you, Tom. We don't have to, do we have to? We do? Okay. Well, hang on, I know there's a couple of you here that are probably interested in oil. Are you interested in speaking to us about it? Don't have to. Going once. Okay. Do you want to? If you want to.